Reactions have continued to trail the withdrawal of the Counter Subversion Bill. House of Representatives member representing Ideato North South Constituency of Imo State, Ikenga Ugochinyere, has commended the Speaker, Abbas Tajudeen, over the decision. Mr. Ugochinyere describes the Speaker's decision as a true reflection of his commitment to ensuring that the House of Representatives remains the people's house. The legislator says it is admirable that the Speaker acknowledges the significance of the concerns raised by the citizens and the attention the bill has garnered. I have joining me for more on this, a public affairs commentator, Jide Benson. Good to have you join us on TVC News at 10. But what was your initial reaction when the Counter Subversion Bill was introduced and now that it's been withdrawn?
Well, it came across as they didn't do their homework well. And with the withdrawal, it looks like they have read the room. The timing was inappropriate. Nigerians were, whether you accept or not, gearing up for a nationwide protest. And there's no way you would have been able to divorce the spirit and letters of that bill from what the protest sought to address. I've read a bit of the contents of the bill, and it looks in every way like an attempt to take us back to the Abacha years. Some elements of it would have served Nigerians well. Some of it is laughable, and some of it is downright dictatorial.
All right. And if it is not a bill, how do we encourage people to embrace that sense of patriotism to Nigeria?
You don't force patriotism on people. When people see what leadership is doing, patriotism is a natural thing that would follow. So when people in position of authority don't do what they're supposed to do, they say one thing and do another, and then expect Nigerians to be well behaved. And I don't think that Nigerians don't love Nigeria. I think that Nigerians love Nigeria to a fault. Otherwise, Nigerians would perpetually have been on the streets. The protest that happened, in the first week of August, I think it's also because Nigerians love Nigeria. That's why the notice was given well ahead for it not to happen. So I don't think that you can force Nigerians to be law-abiding.
All right. And you mentioned earlier that some elements of that bill were actually genuine. How do you suggest now that the House of Representatives goes ahead to push those elements that you consider genuine to actually become something that everyone can incorporate?
Say that again?
I'm asking about the fact that you mentioned some of the elements of that bill were actually genuine. Yeah. So what are your suggestions as to how the House can ensure that the entire Nigerian citizens are able to embrace those elements?
So first of all, I didn't think this was necessary. So there's a portion, for instance, of the bill that talks about somebody getting on the street to conduct traffic activities. So as a citizen, I'm driving and I see a situation where the traffic officials are in some form helpless. I think I'm duty bound to help them to resolve a situation, and I don't see how or why that should constitute a crime to be criminalized. There's the option of fine or going to prison or both. So what you're saying is that people should not have a civic responsibility to themselves, to the nation, or to other people. Yeah, there are parts about when you block the road and cause inconvenience to other people. But how about when it is political parties or political rallies that make that happen? It doesn't explain how you address such issues. And then it has the trappings of this will be interpreted as they please. So if once you are arrested and you are made to appear before the law, they would you can be found guilty even before you say anything. So it wasn't well intentioned in my estimation, and it's good, like I said, that they read the room and they decided to step down. The Speaker himself has withdrawn this.
All right, then. Public affairs commentator Jide Benson, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 10.
Thank you for having me.